Throughout history, places of worship have stood as symbols of hope, faith, and resilience. But every now and then, a church becomes more than a symbol. It becomes the stage for an awe-inspiring miracle, defying the forces of nature and reminding us of something beyond the ordinary. Today, we take you on a journey to explore the miraculous survival of 3 churches that faced disasters head-on and stood their ground against all odds. Our first story takes us to the Indian Ocean tsunami of 2004, a catastrophic event that claimed the lives of thousands and left a trail of devastation in its wake. As the monstrous waves surged across the land, one church stood firm, untouched by the fury of the ocean. With waves destroying everything in their path, this church emerged unscathed, as if a protective shield had enveloped it. Was it a mere coincidence, or was it the hand of a divine power at work? Miracles don't always come in the form of grand gestures. Sometimes they're silent but unmistakable. In 2017, a series of disasters swept through several regions, but amidst the chaos, statues of the Virgin Mary stood tall, untouched, and unbroken. As homes and buildings crumbled around them, these statues were found unscratched, leaving believers and skeptics alike in awe. How could something so delicate withstand the power of nature? In yet another testament to faith, a church found itself surrounded by a raging fire that threatened to consume everything in its path. And yet, this church stood unharmed. No singe marks, no charred walls, just a structure standing in defiance of what should have been inevitable destruction. A phenomenon beyond scientific explanation, perhaps a manifestation of the divine protecting the sacred. These modern-day miracles echo the miraculous deeds attributed to Jesus himself. From faith healings to exorcisms and even the resurrection of the dead, the miracles of Jesus, as recounted in the Gospels, remind us of the power that transcends time and space. These extraordinary events serve as a reminder that sometimes the divine intervenes when hope seems lost, when disaster strikes, or when faith is tested to its limits. These stories of miraculous survival are not just tales from the past. They're living proof that in the midst of chaos, there is hope. They remind us that even in the darkest of times, miracles can and do happen, leaving behind a glimmer of light, a whisper of faith, and the promise that we are never truly